Well, hello, and this is the first podcast I've ever done, which is weird, I guess. I mean, I don't really feel the same. I feel like I've just been doing streaming. Either way, I'm just going to discuss on, well, the stop motions that will be coming out this year, and, well, just the future of the stop motions. Considering that I plan to upload a stop motion today, I honestly do not. I, I honestly do not know when a lot of stop motions are going to be done. There is then the horrible stop motion series in which I have to get in around Christmas time, but for season 2 it will be entirely different. What I mean by entirely different is that it won't have the same layout with me just sitting in a chair. I will probably have to upload the video from my phone, which will be pretty awkward in my opinion, but I might get used to it because it's season 2 and a lot of things are going to be changing within that season, and it's probably going to be the last season. I mean, season 1 had overall 5 episodes, and because of me being a complete jerk, I did not announce that episode 5 was the last episode of season 1. I was in a battle with myself on discussing whether or not episode 5 would be the last episode of season 1. But then I just came to the conclusion, right after the video was aired, that it would be the last episode, and uploaded a video on that. I'll give you guys the playlist to the horrible stop motion series. There will be a card in that area, if I can do that. I will then give you the card to that. I will also give you the card to my past stop motions that I've done. For those that are actually new here, I'm pretty sure you guys already have access to that. With the fact that, well, for new visitors, and the fact that, well, I have my channel trailer in there, which seems to have gotten 80 views, so yay. Now, with this channel being mostly about stop motion and gaming, but I've been mostly uploading stop motions and gaming videos for a while, and then putting that off just to get off my lazy butt and do stop motion videos. That has, when the time wasn't technically consumed, I gained enough time in order to work on them. But let's not also forget on how school comes into the picture. And with school, there are a lot of things that can get in the way of animating and stuff like that. I could do a tutorial on stop motion, or just explain what stop motion is, but then I'd probably have to upload it through computer. How I usually film my videos is by standing my phone up using, using books, because I do not have a tripod yet. Yeah, I know, I suck, but oh well. And that's right. maybe one day I will get a tripod so that I can balance my phone and not have to worry about it falling, even though I already have to worry about that enough. When I have much more materials, I will be able to have my stop motions in higher quality where you will see kicking in some fight animations. I cannot promise that you will see kicking, but you might if I get the right materials, like I said. If anything, my stop motion schedule is extremely hard to keep track of, and most of the time I cannot promise that something will be done by this time and by that day, because, well, everybody's got something going on in their lives. Everybody has to deal with school and certain things, so that explains one.
He's really cool. He has a pineapple. What? His hair is not a pineapple. It's shaped as a pineapple. No, his hair is a pineapple.
And excuse the noise in the background. It is out of my control.
Mom is ever doing your hair?
Right now, I'm actually working on newer ideas for the stop motion that will be uploaded. Some future stop motions that will happen. Well, one is just is going to be episode 2 of Ninja Turtles Randomness, because I've not uploaded an episode of that in overall 3 weeks. And with Christmas coming, I want to actually upload a Christmas special for that. And then you guys have to worry about the fact that, well, I'm also working on the Horrible Stop Motion series, as I said earlier. I'm going to have to figure out how to work on my time.
Okay.
Hey, will you? Hey! Please, leave while I'm doing this.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you're doing here, but I need to get this done.
I need to lay down. I'm really cold.
Well, be quiet while doing that.
You think I can't be quiet when I'm sleeping?
You can never be quiet at all. So what makes you think you can be quiet when sleeping?
I'm not sleeping.
Yes.
My head.
Either way, I'm going to have to figure out how to wedge my time in so that I can work on both episodes. And then there's the fact that YouTube has removed the editor, which allowed me to mash videos together, which was easier for the production of the Horrible Stop Motion series, Season 1. Like I said, things are going to be changed.
You guys!
In which I will probably have reaction cam for that one.
If you want snow, quickly go outside and grab some.
I don't really know how to explain how it's going to happen, but I will be using the recorder. So yeah, it's not really going to be anything special or anything. I just said anything 2 times. Now 3 times. I'm trying to reduce the amount of repetition that I have in my voice. I'm also working on that not stuttering problem. I'm pretty sure that can't be helped. and a lot of you probably know why. Because we all have problems with stuttering at most points, or just with public speaking for that matter. I mean, it's nothing. It's pretty. Well, it's nothing that special, but I figure that I might be able to get over that problem. I don't know if whether or not I will be reacting to this YouTube rewind thing, but I can honestly tell you that YouTube needs to get their stuff together because it's becoming annoying, very annoying for most people, including people that I happen to know. I will be explaining that in the next podcast that I might do. So, yay. Hopefully, we can get this podcast to 10 likes. I'm not really aiming for that high, but yeah. Because I'm very new to this type of thing. As you can see here, that this was a stop motion that I had enough time to do, and had I put Shredder into the video, it would have actually been longer with having to animate the Shredder as well, and then making the Shredder walk away. Because the parts of because the most fun parts to watch are always the hardest parts to do when it comes to stop motion. And I realized that when I first started stop motion back in 2014, when I was pretty much in the middle of being a master, I will try to explain when I can. I will try to just give a verbal autobiography of myself, not going too deep, too in depth with what's going on, just explaining how I got introduced to stop motion and things like that. Or I could just explain that right now. First got introduced to stop motion back in 2012. Yeah. I was amazed at how people were able to make their figures move without even having to use their hands. So I wanted to learn how to do it too. I tried using a phone, hoping that I would, after learning that it required pictures, didn't really turn out so great. So those pictures are permanently somewhere on my grandmother's computer. Not that it really matters. I mean, it's just Ninja Turtles. Well, yeah. Fast forward to 2013, my first stop motion came. And so my first stop motion or stop motions, they sucked, as do everyone's. But mine borderline stunk, I can tell you that. The frames were all over the place, and the figures were poorly moved. One of them actually got featured in the Horrible Stop Motion series. I had plans to make those into a part episode, but then I thought, no. Well, I wasn't really thinking about making it into a part episode then, But now I regret my decision. One day when I have enough materials, I've said this more than once in an entire video, I will try to remaster most of the things that I've done, such as the Ninja Turtles versus Shredder. I have figures that are coming in the mail. Hey. I have figures that are coming in the mail that have enough articulation and will be able to do a stop motion with Shredder versus them. I will probably do a stop motion review for them in tribute to the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. Great channel. He does stop motion Transformers reviews. I know that it isn't Transformers, but nobody's done one for Ninja Turtles, so I thought I'd do one too. As I said in my little quote-unquote exposed video, I like turtles. The main reason was that exposed video was mostly for comedic purposes and to mostly put an end to all those stupid and unreasonable exposed videos, I guess. Nothing much. And the thumbnail was poorly edited, but oh well. I don't know whether or not I will start working with thumbnails. Oh, and now a baby came in. Really?
Yes.
We'll go stop it. I mean, you're... Really? That's what Charlie said? Okay, go.
What are you watching?
I'm doing a podcast. Yeah, I guess it's funny because I'm using minimal words possible to explain my point, but you don't have to rub it in. And I can't really show you because this is my podcast. Hey, no, go on. Go play with Charlie. Either way, once I find my DS, or once the computer at my grandmother's house starts working properly again, I will try to upload most of the stop motions that I have shown in high definition.
What are you watching?
I'm not watching anything. I told you what I was doing.
What are you watching?
Go ahead. Go on. Excuse me for a second. Shoo. I'll play with you later on. Shoo. Go. Sorry about that. Another future stop motion that I might work on will be a stop motion series called Ninja Turtles Armageddon, I guess, if I can work on that. I mean, it's just for the future. I don't really know if I'm going to do that or not. I might start making longer stop motions, because the longest stop motion that I have made so far on this channel was at least 30 seconds long. Well, if you can count the time glitch, it was actually 28, 27 seconds, but they boosted it. So, yeah. I'm amazed that my stop motions have become popular, where the one where I used the Revoltech figure gained 217 views, which is the highest I've ever gotten with my first channel mostly being comprised of, well, 150 to 120 and 60 views. But even with that amount of views, I only had 3 videos on that channel and it stunk. If you go back and watch that channel and then come back and watch this channel, you will see, I say, quite a bit of improvement. I'm not really sure how much I've improved besides my voice. But what the heck. I might do a stop motion build with Legos. Probably if I can get the Brickhead's Captain America figure. I'm getting that just for the irony of it. And somehow my phone ended up turning on and searching up my exact words, which were "I'll play with you later on" when I was talking to my sister. That's sad. But I'm just going to try to make the most of what just happened. This was supposed to be a very quiet podcast, but I can't find anywhere quiet in this house. And anywhere at any moment there is going to be noise. Seems my 4th most popular video was the video where I talked about, where I warned people of that spam bot. We have not gotten any spam bots so far on the internet, so that's actually an achievement, which is good. It seems that my 2nd most popular video was the stop motion group channel, which hasn't really been doing well, considering that we've mostly been doing monthly uploads, and the channel is mostly run by me and Aquatic Path 12 Productions. Until I can figure out how to deal with this login situation. When that happens, we can each, well, the members of the 4 Break Musket. Hey, you gotta wake up. Dude, we're going to medieval times. Either way, Mom says you have to wake up.
I'm already awake.
Well, then go. Right now, there are only 2 people, well, 2 members of our group that are managing this channel, which is mostly me and Aquatic Path 12 Productions, like I said. When I'm done with fixing this quote-unquote glitch, I will then try to, so that all the members of the Four Brick Musketeers can upload their stop motions to it, as well as to their own channel. We'll try to leave a link to my Roblox channel and the group channel in the description below. Half of this podcast has mostly been made just talking about random stuff. Not that it really mattered that much. And then I'd ramble on and on about some things that don't really matter at all. I think for season 2, I might start adding thumbnails for each episode. And they won't just be my logo. I don't plan on dealing with that. Once my iPad gets fixed, which it has taken a long while for it to get fixed, I will also try to do work from there. It's not really going to be anything special, like I said a couple minutes ago.
Y'all need to clean this room up. Shirts off. Clean shirt off. Floor.
I don't really... Oh, crud, and I forgot what I was talking about right then and there. Well, that's just great. Epic fail by captinamerica599. Hashtag epic fail. Spam that in the comments. Before I did this podcast, my mom, well, it was mostly like a lecture, because I explained to her that I was doing a podcast and that I was not going to be showing my face or talking to anyone. Good. What a doozy that conversation was. But oh well. I could have told her that if I do conversate with anyone, it's just going to be my friends. Or where I'm just going to be interviewing my friends. But isn't that mostly the point of a Q&A, to interview, but not in person? I haven't done a Q&A in a while. I might make a playlist especially for the Q&As that I do.
Barry, are you still on the computer?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You still doing podcast?
Yeah. Either way. And now I probably forgot what I was talking about again. Oh my god. I hate my tiny brain. Dude, stop smacking. either way, I don't really think there's any more to talk about. I'll just end this podcast right here, but I'm happy to see that we've gained overall 330 subscribers. That is awesome. I mean, literally, I never thought that I would actually get this far. So, thanks, everyone. Let's try to get this channel to 400 subscribers by, I don't know, January or around Christmas time, even though that's pretty close. So, I'm not really pressuring anyone on that. But either way, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, peace out. Don't forget to share with your friends as well, because that would also really help me out a lot.